Well, hello, hello. How's everyone doing today? Finally, it's Friday. Finally, get a little time off. Can actually, well, one day really. Sleep in a little bit and done with the week. Another very productive week. I really appreciate the customer base out there. They're still buying tunes. They're still getting cars tuned. It's busy. So we appreciate that. We don't know how long, not we. I don't want to speak for Lund, but I don't know how long this is gonna last with the whole EPA bullshit because it's kind of on the quiet side, and I don't like quiet happening, but the quiet shit does kind of put you into a bit of a lull. So you gotta, I don't know, you gotta kind of gotta be ready. So I see that already you guys are putting up the new emojis. That's right. If you're a member, excuse me. And I put up a bunch of new emojis. I'm gonna post them up myself. They are basically Affirm, 956, Tony, Hellcats, and Trackhawks. If you are a member, you have access to these new emojis so we can talk some shit together and hang out and do that whole thing. So, are you a tune chaser? We have friends. We all have friends that are tune chasers, and you all know what that is. I don't even have to explain it. But basically, what that is a guy that, let's say, he has an intake, cold air intake manifold, headers, E85 injectors, and that's all he can afford, right? He can't. He's like, I'm not gonna start piecemealing the thing. I'm not gonna put cams in it. I'm not gonna put a CJ in it. I want to max out my combo. So let's say he gets a tune, and I'm going to leave Lund out of this one. I'm just going to mention, let's say he gets an AED tune, a Palm Beach Sino tune, or a Ortiz tune, and then they get beat by a guy that has a competitor's tune. They go, oh, well, I got an AED tune and I got beat by Ortiz tune, so I'm going to get tuned by Ortiz. And then you have an Ortiz tune and you get beat by, a Palm Beach Sino tune. And then you get a Palm Beach Sino tune and you get beat again by the AED tune that you originally had. And then you're like, wait a minute. And these guys literally chase tunes to the, $500-600 at sometimes. It could be up there $300 to $500 depending on who is tuning it. And they end up going, okay, so maybe I'm not gonna go any of the quote unquote big name tuners. Maybe I'm gonna get Me La Pela tuning or Lick My Balls tuning or whatever tuning. And you guys have sometimes $2,000 in an NA setup where you probably could have just stayed with the tuner that you were happy with initially and worked on your car to dial in the combo, whether your car is a dud. Because I'm sorry, sometimes you guys have a dud. Like a lot of the times you guys go out there chasing every single, like you think another tuner adding another degree is going to make a difference. Like NA guys, there's not much meat on the bone. There's not much meat on the bone. So the trans shifting and maybe some cam stuff is probably what makes or breaks the NA tuning. But you guys are out there thinking that it has another 20 plus horsepower in a tune. Guys, if you got an 18 manifold and a JLT, PMAS, Stita, you name it, headers and E85, and you made 420, 430 on a Gen 2, there isn't any more horsepower to be had. I have a guy right now that's like, well, this combo should make 460. Based on what? Maybe your car's a dud. Well, all the others make 460. On what dyno? On what day? On what correction factor? A lot of people think that if this combo makes 460, it should make 460 across the board. It should make 460 across the board on any dyno, any day, anything ever. And I'm like, that's just not how it works. That's simply not how it works. So, but people go, well, why not? And they go, well, it made 460. I saw on Facebook it made 460 on this guy's dyno, so I'm going to keep chasing the tune and keep chasing tuners until I get my 460. And then you never do. You never do, unless the guy puts a hairdryer to the atmospheric probe and says, oh, get tuned by me. I have a special, I can get the, and then he heats up the atmospheric probe. Correction is like 15%. And all of a sudden you're like, oh, there's my 460, right? And then they go to the track and get their ass beat by the other tuner that they used to fuck with. So a lot of these guys specifically are obviously NA guys. There's a guy that hit me up on Instagram. He's like, hey, man, I own a shop down here in Puro Pinche 956 a la verga, cuz I'm going to play it for you. He gave me the okay to play for you. Now, this isn't me saying this. This is a guy in the supposed San Antonio area. Check this out. Listen.
So I got a good topic for peasant chat. I have a little shop here in San Antonio that does porting, and I also do tunes for Lund and PvP, and it's fucking crazy how people switch through fucking tuners like fucking hookers do with men, man. I shit you not, I've had one guy switch between 4 tuners in one fucking week. So that being said, that this motherfucker was tuned by Lund originally, gets gapped by fuck all tuning, then gets tuned by them because Lund sucks apparently, and they got gapped by fuck all tuning. Then they get fucking tuned by someone else because they get gapped by that car. Then at the end of the fucking day, they come right back to fucking Lund because their shit blows right up.
And then,
but it's just crazy how people spend so much money to hop back and forth between these tunes. We're talking about, $600 between each tune. That's $2,400 right out the fucking door, and they're fucking NA. They could have been fucking boosted, but no, they want to fuck around with NA shit just because they're getting gapped by fucking no-name fucking tunes.
If you have an intake, a headers, a manifold, and a cold air, a manifold, a headers, and E85, I don't give a fuck who you go to get tuned by. They're not going to make 20 more horse. They're not going to, unless there isn't any meat there. I see some guys in the chat say, well, how come Lund can't get the NA guys right? It's not that Lund can't get. It's funny how the guys that are smart and know what they're doing. I think there's a guy in Qatar or Saudi Arabia. I sent him one tune, and he went 10s NA on a Gen 2 S550 auto. One tune. What did I do? Nothing special. What did he do? He did the work. The weight reduction, this and this and that. The problem is when you get a bunch of puro pinche 956 a la verga, cuz they think that, oh, well, I don't have to do any work. The tuner should be able to do it all for me. And you see these guys on the chat that are repping other tuners. That's fine. You could, whatever you think, Papi. I'm telling you, the work has to be done by you. Get it light, get the rotating mass down, get the right feel, because you guys just, how many guys do you know that just take the E85 handle, shove it in the tank, and then when their car's not running right, they're like, I don't know, I put E85 because I grabbed the E85 pump. Did you test the E85? No. And it's usually puro pinche 956 a la verga, cuz a lot of them, those are the guys. Ask people that work with them. I deal with them almost exclusively. Not people that literally think that they just got to bolt on a part, and how come it's not running 10s like Rami is? How come it's not running 11 2s like your Gen 2 was? And I'm like, I don't know, but my Gen 2 was running fine, and there was no special sauce on that guy. There was literally no sauce on that guy. It was a production file. How many of your guys, all the other tuners out there, are running 11.2 with a converter, GT350 stuff on an auto S550 over 3,600 pounds? Anybody? Any other little name tuners? Any other cult tuners? Anyone out there running deep 11s in not so great weather and a 3,600 pound auto car on Pumpy 85 and Bobo shit? Not that many. Now, I didn't even pay that car that much attention. But you would go, well, Alex, your car went 11.2. Well, how come mine only goes 11.5? Well, my car has more mods. Or I went on a day that, or I have a better tire. I have 373s. I did some work. And there are guys out there that tin can their whole car and can't get out of the 11s. They tin can their whole car and can't get out of the 11s. So they chase the tune. Well, let me try another tuner. Let's see what the other tuner says. And then the other tuner goes, yeah, everything looks good. And you're like, wait a minute. I just spent $600 and this thing didn't go any faster than on my, ABC tune, LMNOP tune, you name it. It went within a tenth of each other. Now, then you tell someone, I want to get aggressive. Meanwhile, every single tune is seeing 30 degrees. Every single tune has the same cam timing. Every single tune has the right stoic point and spark. And you're like, I want to get more aggressive. And the tuner should be honest with you and go, mod it more. And that's when they start chasing. That's when they start chasing tuners. When the tuner starts being honest. I have a guy right now has a Gen 3 CJ car. He has a cold air intake I don't like. And I'm telling him, dude, this thing is swinging wildly. And he goes, I'm not trying to be difficult. Why do you recommend? I go, this. Oh, and by the way, your fuel pressure is dropping. Your fuel pressure is dropping. He's like, what do I do? And I'm like, this. And he'd say, okay. Now, he could literally say, maybe Alex is not giving me everything I want and go to another tuner. And maybe the other tuner says, fuck it, 34 degrees. I don't care. I want to make sure that my tune goes faster than Alex's. And he gives him 34 degrees. The guy doesn't look at the data log. He just goes, it went faster than Alex's tune. Then all of a sudden, you don't hear nothing from him, right? You don't hear nothing. And then you hear that he's building a turbo car. And he's back in the ticket system. Hey, what's up? What happened to the other motor? It blew up. I'm like, you didn't tell me it blew up. How can it blow up on 29 and a half, 30 degrees of timing, 0.85 lambda on tested, verified E85? I got it tuned by somebody else. Oh, so you got it tuned by somebody else. They gave you every fucking ounce of timing, killed the fucking piston ring lands. It just chucked the ring land out the bitch because it was like 38 degrees. Yeah, it went 2/10 quicker than the Lund tune, but now your motor's grenaded. Congratulations. Is that what you guys want? Like, is that what people want out there? Willing to blow it up? Like, can you replace the motor? Do you have the money to replace the motor? If you don't have the money to replace the motor, you shouldn't be getting aggressive with anything. If you're driving that Gen 3, Gen 2 car to the oil field with your pit vipers, and you think, well, I want to get aggressive with my daily driver, and you wonder why this shit blows up, I'm absolutely not surprised that you guys go tune shopping. So I don't know many tuners that can make an extra 20 or 30 horsepower naturally aspirated without potentially changing the fuels. Let's be honest, there's not that much magic NA. Let's say you do full bolt on everything, even cams too. Cams, E85, port your asshole, port your throttle, port your MAV sensor, port your injectors, whatever. Everything done. Car's going to be with pump E85 at about 3,500 pounds. It's going to be a 10.4, 10.3 car. In really cold weather, it might be a 10.2 car. Now, if you see somebody else running deeper numbers than that, the car doesn't weigh 3,400 pounds. It weighs 2,500 pounds. And then if it goes even faster than that, it's not on pump E85. It's on the exotic fuel because they probably can afford to replace the motor. But a lot of you guys that are driving your fucking car to the valley or to your the closest fracking deal, you're not going to want to get aggressive with that car. So you guys go tune shopping and you're $2,400 into a NA tune. Guys, stop it. Stop it. Stay with your tuner, whether it's us or not. Whether it's us or not, who cares? Stay with them, work with them. You're going to save money because that $2,400 that you would spend on 4 different tuners could be just put towards boost. Could be just put towards boost. So do you guys have any friends that you know have gotten tuned by 3 or 4 different people and didn't see any huge noticeable results? I know the cult here is going to go, yep, I went from Lund to this guy and I gapped everybody. Okay, got it. Exactly. Everyone wants to push it, says Mexico Racing League, until they got to spend more money. Congrats, by the way, on the 190. Badass shit when you actually get good motors in that sucker. Is the Carbiotti done yet? Have you raced Jake yet? Is the stage 3 installed yet? How is it tested? How's the RXT? Man, you were right on the money. Let me say hi to the people here real quick and then we'll get after it, because I'm sure there's going to be people talking some shit and I want to get, this, it's Friday. We can get spicy. We can talk some shit. Why the fuck not? Okay. We have Andy Ali was the first one to say hello. George Garcia. Then I gave everyone the whatchamacallit. Actually, how does it come across on the screen? Yeah, it doesn't show the actual emojis. Andy Ali again, Valley 10 Speed, GTO Mike, GT Frank, Ryan Paquette, Jeremiah Camp in the house with the Hellcat and the Trackhawks, HCFU Grad, Cluster BM, Selim, bring your wood screws, 1 mean 50, Mr. Diddlehopper, TR301, 1 mean 50 again, Mendoza's Coyote, Alfredo, Selim, Chorison, Carter's TV, Ryan Paquette again, Eliza's Trap 820 JD, Yonce, Matt 2011 GT, Coyote Fury, Whippled 5-0, and every one of the Mr. B. Truviate. See, you say Truviate 3 times, he shows up. Mr. Truviate Racing. So, do you guys know anyone like that? Like anyone that does that shit? A lot of people I know do that, and they end up selling the car. I'll be honest with you. They end up selling the car because they're like, I owe fucking $15,000 and $3,000 or $4,000 on my Affirm account. And I'd rather owe 4,000 than owe 18,000 on a Gen 1 even. And you're like, oof, could you imagine? Monty Rogers says, shit, I had a buddy finally go with Lund. Now he can actually drive his car and enjoy the damn thing. What? What in the Live Link program says how much timing it has, Kyle Wren? Spark? It all depends on what you choose, Kyle Wren. I got tuned by a local guy who's pretty well known here in Kentucky, but it was between him and Lund, and I didn't even look at anyone else. It felt good I feel good for where I went, but the ultimate factor was he was local. There you go. Kentucky, local, Coyote tuner. Okay. What up, player? Thanks for the help this week with the tune. You got it. Tone P79. Christian Morello from Team MSR used like 4 tuners before settling with Lund. Getting spice on a Friday equals bareback and dropping a load in danger zone. Lady. Oof, man. Thomas Spit at Pro Charger is air cooled though, but the head units generate more heat. Okay. I think he's talking about what's better, a Vortec and the thing. And Jake and I were having a good conversation yesterday about how Pro Chargers work. So you get a P1, which I think is the smallest one, right? Then you get a D. Then you get like is it DP or is it PD? Like the lineage. P is the smallest one, then D. Then what? Does it go to F? Like, how is that naming structure anything? Anyway, Jake said, you know what's funny about Pro Chargers is that they have a very specific power range for the model, like super dialed in, but it is not a big range. So let's say, for instance, with a Vortec V3, right? And they can range from 500 to 800, but a D1 can't. It'll be like 590 to 640. Or maybe close to 700. So then you got to upgrade to the from the P to the D, right? And then you got the P1 can probably go from 800 to 900, and but like a Paxton can go from 600 to like 1,000. It's like a bigger range. And he goes, I wonder why. And I said, I don't know. Mendoza says, I think it's P, D, then F. That naming structure makes total sense. FBO Ortiz was side by side by Lund Whipple 93 Gen 3. Please explain how that should be possible. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what you weigh. I don't know. Elusive girl, go fuck yourself. Puro pinche 956. I ever got cuz with your bullshit. You motherfuckers like you are so full of shit. Like I love guys that go, well, I have an Ortiz tune and it's racing a Whippled, a full weight Whippled. Pump gas on a BAP, 56s. How is a simple bolt-on tin can gutted Gen 3 shifting at 9,000 RPMs and 40 degrees of timing, keeping up with a? You gotta love people like this who think we're stupid, because if you weigh 3,800 pounds and you race a 3,800 pound GT that has a Whipple on it, I don't give a fuck if God himself is tuning you, motherfucker. You're going to get fucking gapped. So if you're keeping up with a Whipple Gen 3, your shit's lighter. It's math. It's math, papa. What you think your shit makes 600 wheel? You think your shit makes 600 wheel NA? Get the fuck out of here. I love clowns like that. Fucking clowns. I got my cartoon by London in 1617, not knowing much about them, but mostly because it was cheap. Never look back. Car's fucking mint. But Lund is God. The DP will rip the crank end off. I've had 3 different tuners change when my setup changed. VMP tune, then AED, then bolt-ons, and now shop local Chicago since they did my twin turbo build. No issue with any of them. There you go. As long as you're happy, that's all that matters. Texas size gas is Ortiz. See, the thing is, I have no issue with Ortiz, and neither does Lund, but they're fanboys. Oof, the cult. Well, Alex, explain this. How's a NA Gen 3 keep up with a Whipple Lund tune? Real simple, dumbass. Wait. Simple. Keep his money and boot him. I'm keeping his money. He's a dumbass. Judah 7085 sauce for a 21 Shelby project car today. Badass shit. Clown ass clown. Thoughts on All Motor Labs? I don't know shit about All Motor Labs, so I got no thoughts about them. I'm thinking about getting the Holly Terminator X system just to get update from the Fox. I think Lund sauce is the best sauce. Tony's tuned by Lund. Jim Hogg says, had a 400 200 trans, but I didn't want to worry about the trans. I'm doing a lot of street stuff in the middle of a glide swap now. Had a 4 200 trans, but didn't want to worry about the trans. Okay, I get that 100%. Weight is huge for a stupid fast S550, right? Like a lot of people just go, well, my car is NA. And look, did you know that NA Gen 3s on with a CJ can probably beat from a roll a bone stock Shelby GT500, 2020 Shelby GT500? I've seen it happen. I've seen a Luntune CJ NA Gen 3 beat a bone stock Shelby GT500 2020 year model. I've seen it. I've seen it on video. It's all over the place. It's real simple. The fucking Shelby's 4,000 something pounds. He had a passenger, and the NA Gen 3 was 3,100 pounds. It's simple fucking math, dude. Simple fucking math. Ria Thiel has been sold. Yes, I saw that. I saw that it's been sold, and I'm sure he felt terrible. But I'll be honest with you. What made that car was him. And the new owner, you know, I hope he campaigns it and does some shit with it, but it's obviously not going to have the same feel, you know. But my tuner can put orange between his ass cheeks and squeeze the juice out. Wow. Where the fuck did that come from? I think he beats a Wilbur because he ported the exhaust tips. A Gen 3 10R80 are like 7,000 plus RPM the entire time. Alex already said Gen 1 S197 is the lightest out of all Coyote gens. Absolutely. And you can make it super light. But if you tin can a Gen 3 10R80 car, CJ cams, you know, and shift it at 8,200 RPMs, and it lives between 7,200 and 8,100, and it weighs 3,000, 3,100 pounds, it's going to beat a lot of boosted cars. It's going to beat a lot of boosted cars. Please be financially smart with modifying your vehicle. Don't waste your money on multiple tunes and cold air intakes. Your 50 years old self will thank you down the road, right? A lot of guys mortgage their future in their 20s. Like in their 20s, they absolutely ruin their future by literally having the most expensive car hobby on the planet. Hope the buyer doesn't screw that car up. NA here, basically because I can't afford to play with the big boys. Been tuned by Lund since day one. Happy with it. People chasing tunes, just be happy you can get a car 500 horsepower cheaply in a Gen 3, safer boost if you want more sauce. And I've always told guys, stop shopping for tunes, man. Get a cold air, get a manifold if you want, get headers if you want, and E85 if you want. Aside from that, save your money for boost. Cams, in my opinion, aren't worth it because you don't understand what cams do. You think they just add power. Exactly, Kona GT. So let me ask you a question. If I was to tell that weirdo, that's Ortiz fanboy, hey, your Gen 3 is brand new and makes, 500 wheel, I'll gap it in my Gen 1 F-150, Gen 1 F-150 motor swapped Fox. And then he's going to say the dumbest shit on the planet. Well, it's because you're lighter. Oh, so because I'm lighter, I beat you? But then when you beat a GT500 or a Lund Tune Gen 3, it's the tuner? Get the fuck out of here. Clown ass clown. Hey, Alex, I recently upgraded to a centrifugal and I'm yet to send you a log. Been busy. Wondering what I should monitor on the N-Gauge. Meanwhile, nothing. Log it, send it in. Don't monitor a goddamn thing. Log it and send it in. Because goddamn it. I love how people go, Alex, well, I sent the log. I noticed that AFR is off and Spark is doing weird shit. I want you to look at that. Man, just log it, send it in, log it, send it in. My advice for anyone under 30 is to stack money and bang bitches. Oh, isn't that the best? Isn't that the best? Stack money, fuck bitches. Forget racing in your 20s, bro. YDBT boosted Gen 1, checking in. Car rides out. Stop chasing the NA game, like Alex said. Just go boost faster, is cheaper. Chris Romero, but Alex, I need the timing bump to 33 degrees so I can get the drive-through window faster on my daily S550. No, run it back. I missed the beginning. Gotta go then. Let me just start from the beginning. Cams make a coyote chop, baby. And someone says, saludos from the 956, Reynaldo Delgado. JD Swag says, Jeremiah Camp's NA version would gap an Ortiz fan. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Jeremiah Camp's NA car would fuck up your Gen 3 that you say it's bolt on and beats Whippled S550s. And it's a Gen 1 Bobo looking thing. Had cams, CJ, and FTW. He had like the last can of FTW left, and that was so badass. Facebook Marketplace, lightly used colder intake. Tuner told 4 times it's junk. Selling so I can try something new. Might take his advice. 20 or best offer. How are the time boards calibrated across different states? All boards are accurate to a T? No, not really. Look, I've had better 60 foots in Bradenton and Maple Grove than anywhere else. And it's not because of the air or anything. I think, I don't know what's happening, but something is funky with it sometimes. And I'm not saying it's a drastic change, but once in a while I 60 footed 121 in Maple Grove. And then in Texas and Bradenton, I couldn't go any quicker than 127. Like it just on the same exact setup on better conditions, and it wouldn't go any quicker. I don't think Alex hates being NA. He dislikes the people who shove it down people's throats like it's better. That's exactly it. Look, I understand the NA game. We've all been broke. We've all been broke. We've all been poor. So do you think I am annoyed that I have to? There's a guy today. He goes, I'm sorry. I don't want to annoy you. I'm like, you're not annoying me. You're actually really pleasant to deal with. He's like, but I feel like I'm asking you too many questions. I go, no. You're doing the exact right thing. You're not just changing parts and telling me to tune for the changed parts. You're asking a bunch of questions. And he asked me, which colder intake should I go with? I go, look, when it comes to data, and I'm very specific, PMAS, but a lot of people have had success with this one, and that one. But I've always said, in terms of data, I love the PMAS because I know the data is legit. So he's probably going to go with a Steeder cold air box. And I said, that's fine, but keep the insert in. He's like, I'm sorry, I'm asking so many questions. He is a cammed CJ Gen 3 car. I'm not hating on him. I'm helping him. I said, but let's be honest. What are your goals? He goes, I want to go on 10s NA. I said, we could probably do it probably in the fall, not in the middle of the summer. You got to go on a cooler day. But I think he can do it and we could do it together. Once he does that, boom, he's going to go boost. So he's not that far from it. So might as well work with him. But he's fine. And we've all been broke. And I'm trying to give him advice so he doesn't waste his money. But more importantly, waste my time. Five Babe says, Alex, are you a Celtics fan? Unfortunately, I am. I mean, they're in second place now from the Miami Heat did really good this year. I think Brooklyn has a play-in game I want to watch because Kyrie actually can play New York because they found out all those COVID rules are bullshit. So it was good to see him back on the court. Ask silly questions. You don't get something silly. Ask silly questions so you don't do something silly. Being in A in 2022 is almost AIDS. Too many people claiming weird records. Right. Quickest, fastest stock manifold. Quickest, fastest stock gears. Stock converter. I'm like, bro, stop it. When are you and Jake going to go to Mexico? Can't wait to see what happens. Couldn't even do it yesterday. He was busy working on his wife's car. We just grabbed dinner. It was late. We're like, we got to see. I want to set it up. I want to get cameras. I want to get through the whole thing. And he went out fishing today, took a day off, well-deserved day off. Anthony's, I want to be lung-tuned. I enjoy what you have while you still have them. What in terms of data are you speaking of? I don't know what he's talking about. I like how that's a very general question. You got to be kind of specific here. NA purists are getting annoyed now. Alex, have a buddy with 14 GT500, 2.4 pulley stock blower, 2-inch long tube headers, 93 2 by lone. What should he do next? A buddy with a 14 2.4 pulley stock blower, 2-inch long tube headers, 93 2 and blah, 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 blah. If he already has like a bigger cold air intake, like a 148 or PMAS 149. CJ65 throttle body. Did you already do throttle body and intake? Alex Shave today. Stay handsome, big homie. You're trying to keep it good. Recommend gear ratio for an NA car. If it's a manual S197 373, if it's an auto S197 331, if it's a auto Gen 3, keep it at 315. If it's a auto Gen 2 373, if it's a manual Gen 2 331. There. Jake went fishing. I like him even more. Inshore or open ocean. You can do both here. Pat the one. You can do both here. So he starts inshore. He goes to the little inlets and everything that's near Jupiter, and then he just rides that bitch out into the ocean and goes about a mile or two, and maybe more, and then gets for the looks for the kingfish, snapper, mahi, stuff like that. Quickest, fastest windowed Gen 3 Block S550 record rods to the moon. Did you catch any fish? I didn't catch any fish. Jake went fishing. I didn't go fishing. Reminding me of that TikTok you showed. He said fastest stock door handle Coyote on 87 stock in Houston. Right. Alex, the data on the intake or the injectors? Oh, PMAS. So when you get I'm trying to give you the methodology of how everything works. So let's say you invent your own cold air intake, like I did. I did a Bustelo can. Yeah, a can of espresso, and I tuned it, and it made good power. I measured roughly what the ID was, and it was like 4.1 inches. So I said, well, let me convert that to millimeters. And then I said, okay, let me see if I can start with a PMAS 120. Now, the thing is, no other cold air manufacturer, none, Carbon Coyote, gives you a sheet that tells you what to put in the tune to calibrate the mass airflow curve. Only PMAS does. JLT, Steeda, Ford Racing, nobody. You kind of have to build it. PMAS gives it to you. And every PMAS cold air intake, we use the same exact data. It might vary 2 or 3%, but not 10%. And the data is better. That's what I mean. Like, it's the only cold air manufacturer that actually gives you data. Look, what is the biggest draw of ID injectors? Not only are they a quality injector, but the data is good. What's the biggest draw of FIC injectors? The FIC 1440 and the 1000H, in my opinion, have the best data out there, right? So if you plop in their data and it just works because it's been verified with a stock MAF curve, then I don't have to worry about the data being off. This is another thing that happened today. I was tuning an Edelbrock F-150 supercharged truck with a stock throttle body and a GM map sensor. Edelbrock GM map sensor. So it had FIC 1000s. So I didn't even look at the injector data. I said, I know the injector data is good. I either built it wrong or something is wrong. So I told the customer, do me a favor, check for leaks. He checked for leaks. He goes, I have no leaks anywhere. So because I saw the data and go, I'm good on the data, I had another tuner verify the tune. He goes, you missed a little thing here. So I rebuilt it. I'm waiting for a log to come back. But once they give you data, PMAS or ID or FIC, you can pretty much cross that off the list of being an issue. Think about getting two wheels and tires to go drag on the weekend. Or do you suggest stock Gen 3 auto? You can get like some 17-inch wheels, at least a 17x9 or something like that. You can get a VMS, you can get a Weld, you can get a Race Star, and get a 305 45 17, in my opinion. Data and tuning. 300 to 166 likes. No, I think we have 174 likes, 278 viewers. Get them fucking likes up. What's wrong with you people? Matt says, I'm pretty sure the universe manifested B-Turvy when you put the coffee can on your intake. It opened a portal. I probably, like when in Ghostbusters, when they lost containment of the thing that held the ectoplasm or whatever the fuck, and it opened that portal and the fucking devil came out into Sigourney Weaver's body. What's a good Puerto Rican dish that won't give me diarrhea? Hank Nasif. Rice con gandules, pork chop, and an avocado. You can have mofongo's nasty. I've never liked mofongo. A lot of people like mofongo. I think it's whack. I think mofongo's trash. But honestly, Puerto Ricans are pretty straightforward with their stuff. It's usually a meat, mixed rice, like mixed with gandules, and then habichuelas, not frijoles, habichuelas, the red beans, and typically like a fried pork chop is kind of, and some tostones is like what they eat like every fucking day. I wonder if Mustang guys will intentionally get an intake that requires more tuning, so you have to dial them in so they feel like they're getting their custom tune instead of their copy paste PMAS. Chris Romero, fucking absolutely. Guys think that if I spend more time on their tune, that I am doing a better job. No. If I am in revision 6 on a NA car that is on pump gas, something is wrong with your car 100% of the time. If you get shit we ask for, LU47s, let's say you get an 18 manifold, lock it out. 18 manifold, LU47's PMAS, pump gas. I don't even have to look at a log. If there are no vacuum leaks, that bitch is going to be on the money. I had three today like that I said, there were supercharged tunes. 19 manual with a Pro Charger with the MAF in the tube, a Whipple with Detroit 95s, and I believe an Edelbrock with FIC 1000s, and all of them came back within 3%. So am I being lazy because I on revision 2 and revision 3 I send them away? No, it's just that vetted, plain and simple. Bacalitos is the best Puerto Rican dish. Elote, we don't have elote. We're not fucking psychos. Elote is gross. They want 8 revisions minimum. How's the data on the Sunoco 260 GT? Is it chocolate milk? No, it's the nice thing exactly is you don't have to do anything but raise timing. The Stoic is 14.0. It's just basically 100 octane gasoline, for lack of a better word. Yeah, Lund sucks. I only got 2 revisions and I said I was done. Right. And you made what? 800 something? Tim Push says, Alex, will a Detroit 400, larger fuel wells, and a 1000cc injector be enough fuel system to support 750 on Gen 3 race gas Sunoco? Yes. Yeah. I'm probably at 800 right now, Tim Fush. I'm probably at 800 right now because the car's rolling on a 3.4 pulley, 20 degrees, flowing about 1.8 load. It's probably high 7s right now, and I'm on a stock rail, stock pump with a bat. No, I was never in a gang. That's funny, Five Babe. I was never in a gang. I datalogged with Brandon back in 2019, trouble-free for 3 months ago. Then Nardi gave me a 2018 tune, still trouble-free. Got it the first time with both transaction. My big turbo daily took 3 revisions to get the tune done, and I was running the wastegate lighter than recommended. 2 revisions, which I switched tuners. Lower is better. I can't believe NA guys want to try to make it as fast as possible to fuck up how nice they drive. I just get a Sentry blower and keep it at 8 pounds and drive. And yes, like if I was to pulley down to about 8 to 9 pounds on my Gen 3, pump gas, 17 degrees, that bitch will make 650 all day, and I'll be the happiest guy on the planet. A pretty quick NA car that can beat most ZL1s and maybe a Z06. You know, not a new Z06, but a old Z06. So the NA guys want everything to be snappy. They put dumps on the car, 2 Kirkies, tin cannon. I'm like, this is a brand new car you're doing this to. Why don't you do this to a Fox body? That's what they're meant for. Like, do this to an older car that has a light chassis or it's light already. Why would you take an already heavy car, airbags and big seats and IRS and all this crumple zone stuff that weighs it down, to then tin can it and make it drive like shit? I don't understand people. Aldo Ship says, are you going to keep the GT500? Well, since Real Teal sold, maybe. I don't know. I'd like to make it manual, to be honest, but I got to get the headers in. I got to get the headers installed. I got to get a cap back that doesn't sound like shit. And then I'm going to see where I'm at, take it to the track and see what it runs. If it runs a low 8, like a 20 or a 10, I might keep the motherfucker. Or look, Aldo Shifts, at any point, if anybody wants that car, they can buy it. I'm not actively selling it, but if anybody wants that car, give me some money and we're gone. I love it when NA guys say they're on the base tune. Like that shit's going to pick up 30 horsepower with the revision. Yes, exactly. When you go to a meet and you see an NA guy says, I'm on a base map right now, bro, it ain't going to get much better. Well, that's it. That's your tune. Yeah, what's up, man? What's done to it? Boss intake, BBK throttle body, BBK headers, and a AFE cold air intake. Badass. What's the run? Well, I'm on a base file right now. No, that's your tune. That's it. You're not on a base file. You're done. Tune attached. Bye-bye. Tune attached.
And we say bye-bye.
See you later. Your shit is done. I'm on a base tune. Hey, can I data log to get some revisions done? Revisions for a pump gas Boss intake AFE cold air car? Who the fuck do you think you are? Fuck out of here. Do you still like American Racing headers or American headers? I think you meant American Racing. American Racing's fine. I don't have any issue with them. Look, if Ultimate Header made S197 headers, I'd get them, but they don't make them. This car has more in it. Stop it, says Whipple 50. Have you seen G-Force has a new TR6060 gear set that's rated to 2,000 horsepower? Would be an awesome transmission for the GT500. After I tested Gen 3, the Stage 3 MT82 D4 on my my Gen 3 manual car. I'm gonna talk to Ben about a TR6060. You know, Alex, would you ever marry a Puerto Rican girl? Depends on how she's raised. Because if she's with this bullshit about equality, que se vaya pa'l carajo, get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna fuck you out right now, motherfucker. No, I'm running the show. Tú te quedas en la casa cocina and keep everything good. And if you're not down with that shit, vete pa'l carajo. That's it. Because look, like my father always say, 2 birds, 1 sky. That's it. Off topic, but one day I hope Oh My God Cookies get to bakery and have cookies to ship same day, stock 50. Yeah, I don't know about that, but because then they'd have to, then does it stop becoming fun? Like, does it stop becoming fun? If they become like a legit business like that? Look, I want those guys to make it because their recipe is on point, their cookies are on point, and they have a good business model. But once you multiply that, it can be a problem. Timothy Fresh has an ESS kit. Got it. Pat the One on another Century Supercharger. Just got done changing oil. That shit smelled like E85. UPR billet plug kind of sus with the way the magnet is attached. I understand Rich 50, but you got to understand also E85 requires 30% more of that fuel for it to do what it needs to do on our cars. So the oil changes have to be more frequent. You know what I mean? You got to be more frequent with the oil changes if you live on E85. If you live on E85, don't think you're going to go 3,000 miles without an oil change. And then when you drain the oil, that bitch don't look like water. It can be a problem. Be careful with the 85. Change that fucking oil often. Off topic, already got that. Tuner sends 3 and 8 tunes. Performance, tow, and eco. Only difference is throttle sensitivity. Yep. Throttle sensitivity or a little spark in the AF adder. Like when you guys remember tuning companies back then were saying 93 street, 93 performance, 93 race. I went, what? And then you saw those tunes because some people were able to reverse them. And I'm like, throttle sensitivity and maybe 1 degree in the AF adder, but the cap is still the same. Meaning the cap is still the same. I was like, what a gimmick that is. So I need to stop being slow and get an order in for cookies, says Alan McCoy. Yes, just the trans though still need the clutch bearing. Okay, he's talking to Beefcake. Beefcake in the house. By the way, Beefcake is one of the main drivers of this channel. The guy does stuff in the background. He doesn't ask for anything, but just a little support. And Beefcake should be mentioned along with the Parts House, 2 Auto Solutions, the sponsors of the show. Sorry to get to it late, but you know, shit happens. What are you gonna do? They paid their bill, so things are good. Fire babe. Alex, have you ever touched a guy's junk before? No. And that's the thing. I can say with certainty, I have never seen another dude's dick live. Like you guys in the army and you guys that are a little older than me and you went to gym class and you just drop trow in the fucking locker room and walk around with your dick out and you go to LA Fitness and you get out of the sauna and your dick's out. Never. I've never seen another man's dick live, period. I would, if I saw that shit live, I wouldn't know what to do.
Okay. We'll do it live. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Fucking thing sucks.
Fucking thing sucks.
Oh, shout out to Bill O'Reilly. 93 octane race. Sasso. Exactly. Alex is lying. I was fighting him off last time I was in Bradenton. I was fighting him off. What's he talking about? Connie's like, will you marry a Puerto Rican chick? I'm like, si cocina bien, y mama head beche, ya tú sabes. Beefcake Racing Vortec V3 kit is the best. Look, I have a V3 in my car. I know they talk about overspinning the slinger and blah, 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 blah. I'm telling you, on a 3.3 pulley, that bitch rolls. Right now, it's got a 3.47 on Sunoco 260 GT. That bitch rolls. I want to get it on the dyno maybe Saturday. Jake's got a car on the dyno right now. I got to get it off and see if I can do some pulls just to see what it makes, but I don't want to waste that gas because it's expensive. Quan, I know this has been asked for 4,000 times here probably, but what are my options for replacing the stock short block in a Gen 2 car? To replace the stock short block, right? I mean, you can replace the stock short block. Those are good for 850 to 900 max. I wouldn't really ring it out anything past that to be safe. Or you can get yourself a Gen 3 bottom end, 12-to-1 compression, shove your heads on it, your timing set on it. So if you can get yourself a stock Gen 3 bottom end with a little bump in compression, that's going to be nice. That's impressive not to see a dick live. You don't have those dudes at your gym. Must be nice. Nope, fuck that. Nope, fuck those guys. I rarely go into the bathroom at the gym, bro. I'm not one of these guys like a lot of you guys go to the bathroom to take a shit before working out. Like y'all are trifling. You're gonna mud butt the gym. You're gonna go to the fucking stall, drop a deuce, and then squat. Man, I don't want nothing to do with you, bro. So I don't go to that bathroom. I do my shit at home. Then I go to the gym to work out. Then I get the fuck out of there quickly. Alex, how old are you? 44 years old. 355s, 810. E85 running 11.2 with a 169.60. What's next for the 10? Suspension or more power? Just want to run a 10, then sell it for a Z06. Weight reduction, weight reduction, weight reduction. Try to get it lighter. You know what I mean? That's the best thing you could do. Or a converter. A converter will make you get out of the hole a little better and get your 60 foot to the 1.5s. Guys, I've been 1.5 60 foot. Like 150 or something, not like 1.3. Like the best 60 foot the red car had might be like a 149 or a 150 NA. That's where it's at. Hey, Alex, is there any benefit to run any fuel over 93 octane on a stock Ford Tune Gen 3? Yes, it'll see a little bit more timing because it does have adaptive octane logic bone stock, and it'll see a little more timing. Swamp ass galore. Right. Mud butt the gym. Alex went home to shit in school. Yeah. Because when I went to school, when we were men, you'd get your ass kicked in the bathroom. In the bathroom is where the fights happen, dude. And if you're shitting, you'd get your ass beat. I never shit in school, ever. Fuck that shit. Connie Danger Zone. What's Connie saying? Is there a Connie here? There's no Connie here. Beefcake, Sam Anthony, yes. Certain tuner had those 3 tunes. When I had an 053 valve, they gave me those 3 tunes. I just went to 93 race. Oh my God. I had mud butt after doing the pull on my Paxton car for the first time. Just say no to Eco says, was just going to say that. Why does these clowns go poop in the gym? Get the fuck out of here with that trash, right? Why are you shitting in the gym? Fuck that. People like go to the gym, shit, work out, shower, have a complete change of clothes, bring a fucking picnic chair out, have dinner. Motherfucker, go to the gym, work out, leave the gym. What is wrong with people? Fucking 3-hour gym session, 2 hours are shitting and showering and putting a deodorant on and shit. Man, get the fuck out of there, bro. Bring a gym bag. Fuck out of here. I also couldn't do a shit at school or even at offices at work. Exactly. Imagine getting caught lacking when you have bubble guts. Do you imagine someone opens a stall and you're mid-long turd? You know them long-ass motherfuckers who eat a lot of salads? It's like soft serve, you know? And some guy opens a stall. Are you shitting? Motherfuckers eat in the gym bathrooms. There's homeless at my gym. I just go in the shit. Thank you, Alex. Any particular octane booster you recommend? Boostane, Torco, Octanium all work similar. I'm concerned if you're openly happy with shitting in the gym. Yes. Like if you go to the gym and you like look forward to shitting at the gym to start your workout, I think you need a fucking mental check, bro. I think you're going to have to see a psychiatrist. And why? Why do you have to shit at the gym? That doesn't make any sense to me. And worked out for 19 minutes. Right. This is how it goes, right? You go to the gym, you shit for 20 minutes till your legs fall asleep. Then you wipe a million times, I hope. There's no wet wipes at the gym, guys. There's still shit in your asshole when you wipe your ass with regular dry toilet paper, right? Dry toilet paper leaves shit in your asshole. So unless you have wipes handy, you got a shitty ass, right? So that's 25 minutes gone. Then you look in the mirror. Then you go out there and do like triceps and 3 pull-ups and dips and you leave. And your workout was 20 minutes long. Bro, what's wrong with people? If my cousin or I had to shit in school, we would go to the nurse's office that used the bathroom. You get your shit pushed in or get secondhand high going to the regular bathrooms. Kylon says, motherfuckers that shit before working out definitely eat ass. Weight reduction pre-squat. Back in the day, school bathrooms were also used for smoking cigarettes. After serving in the army, you'll shit anywhere. I get that. The same people who shower at the gym are the same people who drive V6 Charger parked right in front of the gym. What a shit fest here. Might be switching off to LS's to a Coyote this weekend. Chris Buchaya. Hey, we'll see. Don't get into the internet bullshit. If you want to know anything about Coyotes, talk to a tuner. and ask him a bunch of questions before you go on the internet. Going on the forums is the worst thing you can do. You want to get completely misinformed and start buying dumb parts that you don't need? Go to the forums and go to Facebook. Have at it, brother. I ain't trying to smell mud butt at the gym. Me neither. I've driven home in a panic with an upside down bag of soup so I can be in the comfort of my home. Wow. I need my bidet. If not, then wipes. Unless it's the toto. Damn, people get too comfortable. I get my workout in dip. Same here. I get my work. I go in, I get on the treadmill, 20, 25 minutes of cardio, nothing crazy, steady state stuff. Do my workout for about 45 minutes to maybe an hour. Then I leave. Wet wipes are mandatory always. If you shit at the gym and you don't carry wet wipes with you all the time, you have a shitty ass. I guarantee it. Does 93 with boosting get you close to 85 performance? Nope. What's up with gym teachers watching students showering at the end of gym class? Always thought that was odd. Yeah, it was odd. Look, I was that sweaty kid in high school. I didn't stink, thank God. I had plenty of deodorant, but I got a towel. I'm not going to go in there and shower in front of fuck that. No way. Fucking wash your asshole in the sink. I'm anal about using the bathroom at a gym. All the sweaty balls and ass on them toilets. Fuck that. I'm out. But Alex said my shit is wet. This stream became very shitty. A guy I work with in the Amory drops pants and sits right on the seat without covering the seat. That's pretty good. Squatting. I've seen a guy get robbed while he was taking a shit at a truck stop. What you gonna do? You're not gonna get up and smush the poop between both cheeks to chase this guy down the parking lot who stole your. That's what your cheeks are doing, and it's really slippery. Yeah, no, you're gonna be like, take my money. I am so vulnerable right now. Take my money. Forums are full of idiots these days. I drop pants just to pee at the urinal. As much as it sucks when you gotta go, you gotta go. Porta-John is the fucking worst, period. Have you ever gone to a Porta-John, like at a racetrack, and you're in awe of some of the stuff that's in there? Because you see it all. And I'm like, did a horse come in here and shit? Like, what did this guy eat? And it's probably a guy that drinks a lot of energy drinks and like tacos. And I'm like, it looks like mashed shit, like mashed potatoes. It's gross. Imagine openly shitting in public bathrooms when you have no idea whose ass has been there. Sorry to break up the turd talk, but Alex, what is your GT500 stalled at? I don't know, but I know that I can launch between 4,500 and 5,500 RPMs, and it starts to couple at about like 5,700. So it's way up there. My brother goes to the gym and beats off before his workouts. Oh, yeah, that's wow. Got it, Fire Babe. Remember the dude who got sucked off while taking a shit? Yeah, I still think it's bullshit. Puro cagón aquí. That's why dogs look at their owners while they shit, because they know they're vulnerable. I prefer pants off and sit backwards on the toilet with a magazine, but then your dick touches where the water, your dick touches where other people shit splatter. Have you ever sat on a toilet and wonder how shit gets to the back of the toilet? Like the shit gets splattered right to the, I'm like, why does it go all the way to the back? Do people aim, or are their assholes oriented? Like they're oriented. I was going to say oriented like at a 45, and they just split, and it is a spray pattern that I'm like, how do you get that? What the fuck is up with guys leaving upper deckers or shit streaks on toilet seats at work, restaurants, or gyms? I thought I was the only one. Shit's under the rim. I work in the oil field and have to use porta potties every day. Y'all too high maintenance. Okay, buddy. Meanwhile, he gets his herpes test and it's like positive 1,000 times. They have Taco Bell special and it comes out like a sprinkler. Do you spread your cheeks when you sit to Do I spread my cheeks? No, I don't spread my cheeks, weirdo. Or people that shit down in the front of a bowl. Got it. This has turned into Alex Turd Talk explosion. Hey, I don't mind talking shit. It's literally talking shit. That's what happens when Taco Bell hits the bottom. I think it's like a photo finish. You know what I mean? You're not fully sat down. Your pants are down and you start to let go before you fully sat down. And it goes and it just splatters to the back and it's just not a good time. They spread naturally. Oof. You get me hard. The toilet does that. They pissing out their ass. The shit hits the back because Taco Bell. I spread my cheeks, so I wipe less. I spread my cheeks, so I wipe less. God damn it. I love you guys. Spreading of the turds should start a GoFundMe. Speaking of turds, we should start a GoFundMe for Turvey's car and call it Gay Mare. Gay Mare. Their assholes are equivalent, of course. I'll blow your asses. When Smurfast, when you shit in a porta-john and the shit hits the water, you get splat. Oh, like the kiss of Poseidon, but with blue water. Oh my God. Once I got a bidet, I can't do the deed anywhere else. I've never sat in a bidet that literally sprays warm water up your butt, but it sounds pretty awesome. All this shit talk, P51 intakes, anyone says Harley 4-door, talk dirty, puppy. I've never had the shit show after eating. I've never had the shit show after eating. Me neither. Like, I don't have an iron stomach or anything, but like Taco Bell doesn't give me the runs. And I don't eat Taco Bell often, like at all. Maybe like twice a year, like literally twice a year. People know more about shit than how tunes work. That's the Matt. Isn't that great? Isn't that great where you can come on this chat and guys are asking really stupid questions, but they're experts on poop. It's crazy. Damn, sorry I'm late. Yeah, EPA, we're just talking a whole bunch of shit. You missed out. Any experiences with the Varix bimode muffler for a Gen 2 with headers to keep the noise down around town? The bimode, the trans muffler? Like what is the bimode? So you can actually screw it in and it makes less noise? Come on, stop it. A house we rented in a couple of times in Florida had a bidet. You leave there feeling fresh, but doesn't it just kind of like high pressure wash your ass and your butt is what's sealing it? So isn't there like shitty ass water just under the toilet? I don't know. It's kind of weird. In Baja Cali, when racing, we make a hole and squat. Y'all fancy. I have irritable bowel syndrome. It's like Taco Bell every day. Irritable bowel syndrome. Don't mean to get morbid, but do you plan to leave your cars to anyone when you kick the bucket? No. I've thought about that. Like my white car. No, you know, that's funny. If anyone would be Jake, that's the only person I'm close to. He wouldn't want those cars. If I had to leave my cars to anybody, it would be Jake because he can do something with them, you know, like sell them or keep them, whatever he wants to do. But yeah, I'd probably give them to Jake. Where can we test out a bidet? You know, a trial run asking for a friend. Bimode mufflers fucks gym shitters dudes. LGBT muffler. I know a dude who constantly ate Taco Bell and had a couple of strokes. The fastest thing in the world is a little drop of water that hits your asshole right before it closes. Has the built-in cutout. Think you reviewed it with a car once. Yes, that's the one where it's like controlled. Oh, look who we got here. Look who's making an appearance. Hello. What's up, buddy? You feel a little left out? You just woke up from a big nap, bro. Oh, look at you. Man, he is zonked out of his mind. I like how he rests up against the big stretch. Oh, big stretch. There you go. I like to put my ass in the water so I don't have to wipe when I finish. Smart, work harder, not smarter, basically. Because we have been shitting our whole lives and haven't tuned anything. That's probably a good idea. That's probably good. I am probably late with this, but Real Teal sold this car. Yes, you are late. Godfather S550 likes Tony and everyone else likes Tony. You had the run so bad you almost had to pass out. I guess I never experienced, like, I don't shit all that much, guy. You look psycho. You look so psycho, buddy. How you doing? How you been, buddy? The show's almost over. We'll go for a nice long walk. Take you for a nice long walk and feed you. Okay? We'll feed you. It's all good. Oh, you're messing me up. You're messing up my vibe, buddy. You're messing up my vibe. Alex, based on your success and assets, probably doesn't hurt to consider putting together a will or trust and expensive. Yes. So I am talking to an accountant Monday, and I'm going to get my shit straight because it's at the point where I got to do something about the finances. I got to do something about assets. I got to do something about everything. I take a shit and then jump in the shower without wiping. Is that better? It probably is. Treats for Tony. Wow. Thank you, Frederick Fiesta. You didn't have to give me $30, but you're getting some treats, buddy. Frederick Fiesta sent you a bunch of money for treats, little man. Wipe that with a rock. Heard Tony got hose. Can you confirm? No, Tony does not. He gets hose. Tony attracts women like insane because he's got that one blue eye and he's super cute and women just lose their fucking mind and they want to talk to me. And I'm like, all right, cool. But I got a girlfriend now. So I say, hold yo. Tony likes shows over dad, right? Heard Tony just hop right in the shower after problem solved. Yeah, it's one of those things where, but what if you have to shit in the shower? Has anyone ever shit in the shower and smushed it in the grate? Be interesting. Tony literally got Alejandro a girlfriend. Absolutely. Can you do my bidet though? Tony doubled in size. Have you run with RTD issues? Says vehicle not supported when trying to read. It's a 2021 Mustang. No. Like usually you can read the stock file as long as you don't license it. You're okay. You read the stock file, upload it to the system, and usually we can open it. Dusty Ball says 4 dual pump or triple pump for a 1200 horsepower car. Triple pump, sir. Triple pump. You ever had kangaroo pouch? Don't know what he's talking about. Cold water on your butt after lava shits? Hit different. Alex, that's a good question. Will you be playing Wingman and getting Tony laid? I don't know. Because I know that if you don't intend on having him fuck, you should cut his balls off. That guy's not getting his balls cut off ever. Fuck all that. The waffle stomp. Shitting in the shower. If I went to the gym and saw a bunch of naked guys in the locker room, I'd probably let them run a train on me. Wow, Hank Nassif Jr., you are gay. Like it. Love it. Oh, now you tripping shit in the shower, but pissing is a whole different story. This motherfucker got a name for it. Waffle stomp. Jesus. If you're in the shower, you need a fucking helmet. Yeah, just do it. Just do it again. Mine did that. All right, I'm going to get out of here because apparently they're painting outside. Shut up. Apparently they're painting outside and they're just deciding to fucking sing through the windows. These Guatemalans love to sing because they're painting the whole complex. All right, guys, I'm going to get the fuck out of here. Tomorrow I'll be on the dating channel, 8 o'clock p.m. Talk some shit then on the dating channel. And on this channel, we're going to be on Talking Shit, 9:30 a.m. And we're going to talk some shit then and get together and hang out and keep it going. All right, guys, have a good rest of your weekend. See you guys Sunday or some of you Saturday. Have a good one. See you later.